Given how busy we all are nowadays, I can totally understand why people would lean heavily on restaurant meals. So take me, for example. I have a full-time job, I have a wife, I have 2 kids who play the highest level of competitive sports, which if you have any familiarity with that, you'll know that is extremely time-consuming. And on top of all that, I run my own business on the side. And quite frankly, I should probably have an equity stake in Subway, given how many sandwiches I've bought there over the past few years. And I'm not alone. According to a recent Gallup poll, Americans now eat an historic low 8.2 meals per week at home. Now, it wouldn't be so bad if we treated these things well like treats, but according to one top doctor, our newfound order-in habit is quite literally killing us. And there's one particular food that's doing most of the damage. Now, when I was starting out on my side hustle journey, I experimented with a number of things. So I wrote on Medium, I make YouTube videos, obviously, and I even tried driving for DoorDash. Now, ultimately, I figured out right away that creating content would be a much more profitable and enjoyable use of my time, but it did speak to the diet choices of many people who rely on food delivery apps all the time. I only wound up making 2 deliveries, and they were for number 1, Dairy Queen, and number 2, McDonald's, so not exactly healthy choices. Now, again, I'm not Mr. No Fun. Well, actually, I kind of am, but if most people were treating this stuff like a once-in-a-while calorie splurge, obesity rates wouldn't be what they are. But obesity isn't the only problem, according to one respected American doctor and actually a chef as well. It goes deeper than that. Now, recently, I came across an interview with a doctor, nutritionist, and chef named Andre Goy. Now, Goy, who is the chief physician of Hackensack Meridian Health's John Theurer Cancer Center in New Jersey and a part-time chef in his family's restaurant, argues that a, quote, reliance on convenience is actually behind rising cancer rates in the United States. So here's what he told Fox News Digital recently. He said, "The biggest problem in the American diet is a reliance on convenience rather than home cooking. And as a result, we eat too many processed foods. Obesity and poor diet induce microbiome dysbiosis, a decrease in microbial diversity that leads to chronic inflammation and leaky gut, increasing your cancer risk. Ultra-processed food, refined with added sugar and white flour, can negatively impact the balance of gut bacteria, leaving us more susceptible to the development of cancers." Now, that's the cancer culprit I was talking about at the top, ultra-processed foods. Packed with salt, sugar, and fat, and holding little nutritional value, these diet bombs are literally killing us. And making matters worse, people often throw alcohol consumption into the mix and don't exercise nearly as much as they should. So, what's the best way to reduce your cancer risk from food? Well, Dr. Goy suggests embracing a plant-based diet. So he says, "A plant-based diet focuses on consuming mostly or exclusively plant-based foods with a focus on vegetables, fruits, legumes, whole grains, nuts, and seeds," he told Fox Digital. He said, "Choose whole, unprocessed foods as much as possible. Focus on plant foods that are protein sources such as quinoa, farro, black beans, buckwheat, chia seeds, hummus, and peanut butter." Now, that may be hard to hear given how meat-heavy the American diet is, but that's the word from the cancer doc himself. So, there are actually a lot of great reasons to increase the amount of food that you prepare at home. You know, you get the weight loss, you get the reduction in cancer probability, and you get the pride of cooking something nice for yourself and your family. Now, I'll tell you my secret reason for cutting back on restaurant food lately. It has nothing to do with my health. It's all about money, plain and simple. And given how expensive everything is nowadays, your wallet will probably end up feeling a lot healthier if you give it up too. Folks, thank you so much for taking the time to watch or listen today. Let me know in the comments, what's your guilty pleasure? Do you order in too much? Or are you trying to cut back? Tell me about it in the comments, and please like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and we'll talk to you again soon.